This is part 4 of how to teach a Young Living Essential Oil 101 class. And I am so glad that you've joined me for this one because this is probably the most important one. This part will be all about class content. This is what you need to have in your class when you're teaching a 101. And I always suggest that you can add more stuff and give it your own flair, but for our team, we found that these are the kind of essential things that you want to have in your class. And if you are part of my team, the flip book or the PowerPoint covers all of these topics beautifully. And if you're not part of my team, I am sure your upline has something available to you, or your upline's upline, so you might have to do some digging there. If you feel like you don't have anyone that's above you that can help you, you can go on YouTube and watch Essential Oil 101 classes from Young Living, take notes, and basically create your own class. My suggestion there is to make sure you watch some that are newer because they're going to be more compliant, and that's important. So let's get started. The things that you should have in your class. The first thing is you want to explain what an essential oil is. This is a basic class of 101, and you want to make sure that you're starting at the ground floor and you're explaining what an essential oil is, that they come from plants, kind of how the plants use them a little bit. And then it's always good to share a little history. So just to share some, let people know how they've been used for centuries and, well, thousands of years actually, and how they really are man's first medicine, and just, you know, there's some interesting facts and tidbits that you can share, and that's fun to share a little history on them. Next, the thing that I like to share next is seed to seal. And this is definitely the biggest thing that you need to make sure you are sharing if you are teaching a Young Living 101 class, because this is what sets Young Living apart from all other companies. This is why they're the world leaders and why they have the best, purest essential oil on the market today. And so you need to go through the 5 steps of seed to seal and explain all the wonderful things that Young Living does. If you don't know that, you need to study it. You can go to seedtoseal.com. You can check out the website. It's actually in the product guide. But seed to seal is what you really should know back and front, because that is definitely the most important. The next thing that I like to go through is the 4 ways to enjoy essential oils. And so that is going through aromatic, topical, internal, and household, and just explaining practical ways that people can use these oils every day to bless their family. Some people like to flip, doing the 4 ways first and then seed to seal after. You can do it any way that you're comfortable. Just make sure you have both those things in your class because they're important. The next step would be talking about detox. And this is a great time to make sure everyone has a glass of water, and explaining the detox process and how essential oils can start that it's a good thing, but that they want to drink water. And that's because next in the class, you want to have your kit oils, and you're going to let people smell them and experience them. If you don't have all the oils from your kit, don't worry, you can just use some of the ones that you do. You can use 2 oils, you can use 6 oils, you can use all 11 oils. So I always like to have my kit and have it set up, and I like to go through all 11, but don't feel limited if you only have a few. Just use what you have and share what you have. But yep, the next step is just going through the kit oils and letting people experience them. These oils are so amazing that it's important that you open these bottles and let people smell them and try them, because these oils sell themselves. And what I like to do is actually have the people take the oil, I take one and I pass it around and have them put a drop in their hand and rub it around and take a couple deep breaths, cupping it over their nose. If these are your own personal oils and you're on a budget, don't worry, you don't have to have them use them. You can just have them smell it out of the bottle, and even if the bottle is empty, they can still smell it out of the bottle. So, but just make sure you're opening these bottles and letting them experience at least the aromatic benefit of them. And what I like to do is when the oil is being passed around the class, then I am talking all about that oil, the system it's good for, and compliantly sharing amazing things that it can do. And even if you don't have all the oils to share and you're only, passing around a couple bottles because that's all you have, make sure you still go over the 12 oils that are in the kit and share a little bit about each one. The next step that you want to make sure is in your class is you want to talk about the difference between wholesale membership and retail membership. And you want to share the kit and the price, and that you can help them order that if they want. And don't be afraid to have retail customers. Some people just want to buy retail, and that's great too. So just explaining the benefits of wholesale, that it's a no strings attached wholesale membership, that they don't ever have to buy or sell again, the discount that they get and things like that. And then also share what it means to be a retail member, because some people are more comfortable doing that. So you want to explain the difference between wholesale and retail. And then you want to end the class with just making sure you let them know that they can ask you questions and being available to answer their questions. You may not have an answer for every question, and it's okay not to be the expert and to say, I'm not sure, let me look into that and I'll try and get back to you, and get their email or their phone number and follow up. And you might be surprised at how much you know even from just using the oils for a short time. So that is essentially the content that I think should definitely be in your class. And like I said, you can add some more things that you feel are beneficial, but just keep in mind that this is a basic 101 class, so you don't want to get too in-depth. When I was first teaching, I would share a little bit about the chemistry of essential oils and differences between modern meds and essential oils, and sometimes I would look out at the class members and feel like I had lost them completely. So you can save some of the in-depth stuff for a 201 class in the future, but feel free to add in what you think is important and what you valued when you first learned about essential oils. So that is part 4, the class content. In the next video, I am going to be sharing just about closing the deal, how to be brave but not pushy. I'm going to share about different objections that come up from people and different ways that you can deal with those. And I'm also going to share a little bit about the business side and why you would even want to be teaching these classes. I'm going to share some of the rank pays and different things like that. So I hope you'll follow up and watch the next video. Bye guys!